Hello class, it's your teacher Miss Tozer, and today I'm going to show you a quick tutorial that I have made that will teach you how to use Excel and how to create a chart from the information that you gathered during the week for this PBL on environmental conservation. Now remember, we are going to be recording our family's use of resources. Once you open Excel, you're going to see it says good evening and then new in the home section and a bunch of different options. Make sure you click on blank workbook. Now for time's sake purposes, this is completely blank. And this is what you'll be seeing, but I'm going to go to one that I have partially filled out already. Now this is what your chart is going to look like, pretty similar. Now remember, the information that I have entered is not even my information. I have entered in random numbers just for example purposes. Please don't copy my numbers because I will know, and make sure that you record your own family's use and enter it into this graph and into this Excel. It's really not hard and you guys will be able to do good, and I totally believe in you guys. And so here you can see we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Notice that Sunday is missing. That is where I'm going to show you the example. So you're going to have the days listed here from B all the way to H. And then you're going to have your resources that you're recording written in this A column going down. Make sure to skip cell A1 and move on to A2. Once you are there, you're going to type in the resource that you're recording, such as miles driven, pounds of trash, or minutes showered. And it's important to remember, if you need to make a cell bigger for the word that you can't see, you see when you go to this line up here, make sure to move it so you can see the entire words. Okay, so for example, the last day that you're going to be recording is going to be Sunday. Once you record your information, once you figured out how many miles your family drove that day, you're going to go to this cell and you're going to type in 15. Because let's say your family drove 15 miles that day. And let's say your family threw away 4 pounds of trash that day. And also let's say that your family showered for 12 minutes that day. And so this is where you're going to put the information here. And you're going to do this every single day, so you will be able to gather a full week's worth of information. Once you gather all the information that you need, you're going to create a chart that's a great visual for you to be able to show to your friends and families to help you guys understand your use of resources. So you're going to go to the Insert tab. And now it's really important to remember that if you want to create a chart, you have to highlight the information that you're going to be using. If you don't do that, Excel will not be able to create a chart for you. Once you have highlighted your information, you will go to Recommended Charts. And here it has a bunch of different charts, but I want you guys to use the clustered column because I believe that this is going to be the best chart and the best visual for your guys' PBL. Okay, as you can see, it has entered the chart in there for you. I'm going to make it bigger so you guys can have an easier time of seeing it. As you can see, it enters all of your information into this awesome looking chart. And it has a legend down here that shows what each color is for. Blue is for miles driven, orange is for pounds of trash, and gray is for minutes showered. And then here you have the numbers for the amount of resources that were used. For example, you can see that it put the information on Monday we drove 25 miles. You can see here on Monday it went all the way to 25 because that's how many miles we drove that day. And now once you create all this information, it will create a great visual for you to be able to see the amount of resources that you use. After you guys record this week and after you come back to class and learn all about carbon footprints and how to reduce your use of resources, I'm going to have you guys record a whole nother week where you implement all the tips that you have learned on how to reduce your use of resources. After that, you will create another chart pretty similar to this, and you will be able to see and compare your use of resources from not knowing and not doing anything about your resources to being able to see how your family uses resources after you figure out how to reduce your carbon footprint. And also another important thing to remember is that we want to name our chart. You can name it whatever you want, but please make sure it has to do with this project. I'm going to put Tozer family use of resources. Make sure you label your chart because you will need this chart to either enter into your PowerPoint or your booklet so you can have a great visual to show where your family's use of resources. Thank you for watching this quick tutorial. If you have any more questions, please ask me. Please do not hesitate to ask. I am willing and ready to help. All right, good luck, guys.